Raggy.
Love that song. I really do.
I actually really like that's a really cool intro.
Just because now that we're live, we have to do it. Come here.
Oh, everyone's got to see the kitty. Hold on. I gotta make sure we're live on Facebook now. Do you have to do this too, Tom?
Yeah, so you have to go. For some reason, Facebook doesn't like.
Yeah, like I have to do it every time. Oh, is that why I always see you? Like when we first start, you're doing the same thing. Like, all right, gotta bring up this one, click this. That's what I was just doing.
I don't know why it does it. It's a pain in the ass. They said they were working on fixing it, but they haven't fixed it. Excuse me, my phone. Yeah, they're supposed to have fixed it, but
still about got attacked by a cat.
But anywho, welcome to Random Nonsense, episode 18. We are joined by our very good friend Tom, who actually got me onto his show, Tom and Amy's Paranormal Mysteries, which the links are in the description below. You should definitely go check it out after this. Definitely go.
And of course, Wednesday will be Hot Button Opinions.
Also linked in the description below.
You gotta tell me how to do that so I can do it for you and whatnot.
Yeah, I'll have to send you the link and stuff for mine. But I thought we'd just have a fun conversation because there's things about Tom I honestly don't know. So I thought
I thought you knew everything about me by now.
Well, no, there's a few things I don't know, and that's what I thought we'd go around with today. Like,
I should have put that up beforehand.
Wanting to do the paranormal side of everything, like you could have went the complete other way and be like, I don't believe or whatnot, but you've like dived deep in it. From what I've learned from you lately, or know of you, like you're really into it. But like, what was that key spot that was like, this is?
There we go.
I don't think I had like a. It was a series of events that happened that it kind of dragged, because I used to be a complete non-believer. Like I thought it was a load of shit. Like, nah, I can prove everything's like. There's always a reason for something and all this and that. And then started watching because Amy, she believes a lot in it. And when we were the first year or so we were together, she got me watching Ghost Adventures with her, and I was like, okay, then all right. And then I think I was like, all right, some good stuff, but they're probably just all faking and all blah 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 blah. And yeah, and then I when I was in the army, I worked on an old World War II air base. That's where we were stationed, and I worked in the officers' mess, it was an original building from the war. And things started happening in this building that I couldn't explain.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's when it started to get real for me, and I was like, holy shit. So basically this place, I'd be there a lot on my own, especially on weekends. So I'd used to do 10 days straight. It was to stay in the mess. I used to sleep there, and then I'd come home for 3 days and then go back. So 10 and 3, 10 and 3. And then those weekends, so everybody used to go Friday lunch, the place is empty. You're pretty much the only person there.
Oh, that's
but you had to be there to feed the guard and officer on duty, blah, blah, blah. But they used to live in their own houses. Now, this building, it's probably got about 200, 300 rooms. It's a big building. Like, it's freaking huge. And the first incident that happened, so I was prepping away in the kitchen because I was a chef there. And it's quite a long kitchen. And I kind of glanced up, and as I glanced up, I saw somebody walk from where the door was to come in, across, and into what would be the office. So I thought, oh, somebody's come in. Like, someone's here. Go up there. Nobody's there.
That would have freaked me the fuck out. I've been like, I gotta go that way.
This is it. And there's no. It's not like they went out another way. They couldn't get out without me seeing them at all. And it was just somebody in all black. They wore an all black, like, overalls. It's hard to remember. Sorry?
Like a suit or more like a gown kind of thing?
It's really hard to remember. It more was like overalls, like all in one thing. That's the main thing I noticed. But yeah, like that was the first thing that happened to me. Like,
oh, wow,
shit, like, and then that's just like, okay, maybe I'll just, like your eyes playing tricks on you and stuff. I was like, whatever, that's fair enough. So that happened, and then like a week would go by, nothing.
Hey, look, it says you're live now, Josh.
hooray!
And then so then I'd next time something happened was I was in my room in a mess, and when I was there, literally that night, I was the only person in that building, only person. And I remember I'm sitting there watching the film. I had like a little mini DVD player because I didn't have a TV, right? So I'm watching a film on there, and I hear like a noise at the end of the bed, and I look up, and shit, like I had like my rucksack against. I think there's a desk there. Is it there? Yeah, like a desk at the end of it. And my rucksack started like swaying side to side.
Oh, that would freak me too.
What the fuck? I'm on my own, like, holy fucking shit! Like, what's going on here?
You're like,
and it just stops, and I was like, okay, that's a little bit weird. See what I mean? So like these events start happening. I'm like, maybe there's something into this now.
Okay.
What else happened there? It just started like snowballing. Like,
so
as soon as I started noticing this,
but it just kept going and going and going, kind of thing.
Yeah, I think it started knowing that I'm noticing it, sort of thing, and it started like playing with me, sort of thing. There was another incident in the room where the ironing board was leant against the wall, and I was like, same again, sat in bed watching DVD, and it was like leant quite against the wall, so it was quite a lean. It come off the wall and then banged back onto it, so it like came up and then went back on. And I actually physically saw it do it, and I was like, I didn't just hear it, I watched it do it, and I was like, holy fuck.
You were a brave man, sir. I would never be able to sleep in that room. I'd be like, no sleep.
No, like, sorry, Danny.
Yeah? Mom used to have one that sat on the bed next to her, right? When we lived in Morse.
No, I did not know that.
Every night she'd go to bed and like start, taking her medicine and whatnot, and all of a sudden she'd feel. I even saw it one night. You could see the impression, everything. You could see somebody just sit down next to her every night.
Holy shit!
Of course, she was enough to not care.
See, this is it. Like, you thought I'd be like scared shitless, but it did freak me a little bit. Then I was like, it kind of felt comfortable, and this is where I think I got my attachment from, and it started to attach itself to me because I wasn't afraid of it. And then things started just getting worse. I would come, because when I used to arrive back on camp, it used to be a Sunday night. So again, there's nobody there. And I used to get the keys, get into the mess. And I used to go up to the top for a shower. The shower's like totally separate to where my bedroom was. And I'd go up there, sort my stuff out, and I'd hear like footsteps in the ceiling, like running. But you can't get into the ceiling. The loft space is only like a couple of feet high. You couldn't even get in there. Yeah, and then I used to hear it running, and then it would like run across to the other side. So I'd go through that side, and I'd hear it run back.
Huh.
Yeah. So it started playing with me and toying with me, and it knew when I was there. What else happened?
What kind of ghost would you call that?
I think so. The only thing I know of that happened there
would be residual energy or poltergeist. So just kind of be like one of your run-of-the-mill regulars, really.
I think it was a bit like a mix. I think the person I saw, I think that's residual. I think that was just like a replay of somebody, because that mess has been in operation since obviously the war. There's been hundreds of thousands of people come through that place. So, but the only person I know of that died there was an officer that he fell out one of the top windows. They were drinking. He was sat on the window ledge, and he fell from the top window and died. That's the only person I know of that died there, and I think it's him. I used to call it. Me and Amy used to joke about, it's my. We used to gave the guy a name who's like, my friend's following me again. We used to say so and so is following me. Oh, I can't remember his name now. I'll have to ask Amy when I see it. But yeah, and all sorts happened there. We even had a so you've got like you got food disposals in like your kitchens, haven't you? Like we call them gobblers, where you put it in and it shreds it all up. And
garbage disposal.
Yeah, one of them. Yeah. So like this is like an industrial size one for these big kitchens, like, and weren't allowed to use them, so the power had been cut off and like completely removed from the wall, so it can't be used.
Okay.
And Amy was actually there with me that night. She came and stayed with me for a couple of nights because everybody was away. And we come down from like having a shower and that, and we come down as soon as we go in the kitchen. This like garbage disposal fired up, and you could hear it running, and it's loud, like holy fucking shit. And we just froze for like it went on for about 20 odd seconds or something, and then just stopped. Fuck. But yeah.
It's not nice at all, Cat.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that.
Oh, we're talking about the. Are we talking about the
one that apparently lives under the swamp cooler?
No, the first comment. I think I know what she's talking about. If that's the case, that one's gone now. You never make contracts with demons that you can't break.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
I even want an explanation to that at all. Do I?
My explanation is this: I used to dabble in necromancy.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Okay.
Not a bright idea.
Tom plays with the Ouija board by himself and then forgets to say goodbye. So, you know, potatoes, tomatoes, all the same.
Yeah, it's not a good idea. Yeah.
No, no. For you, Josh, all you'd want is like what it is in like Ghostbusters. One of the ghosts to come visit you in the middle of the night and unbuckle your pants.
Can't take him anywhere. I really can't.
He's your brother.
I know. I feel I'm partially responsible for the way.
You're responsible.
Partially?
Like 75%.
There you go. But no, either way, going back to what we're supposed to be actually talking about.
We do this a lot.
Swamp cooler in my grandpa's house. That just sits there under the swamp cooler.
I've never seen it. I don't go outside that house much.
Not outside, inside the house. The few times that we would stay after Lee was born.
Oh yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. It's like I don't go outside that house much right now. You know this.
Well, yeah, that and you don't look through the sliding glass door ever.
Really? Because I have on several occasions.
If the moon's out, yeah, you can, but when it's dark, no. You can see whatever it is under the swamp cooler.
Creepy.
Las Palomas is a weird ass place, dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm talking like, skinwalkers, witches, ghosts. Yeah, I have seen a few ghosts there.
That's crazy.
It's out in middle of nowhere. Like have you been to Las Palomas, Josh? It is literally a small little area of like 50 people that is out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Really? Shit.
Yeah, like some of the to get to like some of the houses, like a long fucking road all the way back to like a house with nothing around it, just flat.
Because her grandparents' place, you come up the old highway, you take a left if you're coming from TRC, and it's literally just a loop.
Shit.
And their house is one of the furthest ones back.
But you do see some really cool UFO activity.
Oh yeah.
There.
Yeah.
I mean, I see it even here. I've seen it a few times even here in Ruidoso.
Fucking hell, that's crazy. Do we get nothing like that here? Like,
New Mexico's a weird place.
yeah. That's fucking nuts.
I recommend visiting if you want to see stuff like that, but I don't recommend living here.
I'd love to visit like it.
Get them to sponsor this show or anything.
Church on the hill.
Oh yeah, the Church on the Hill. That one's actually really cool. She will not let me go into it.
I've never been in it, but I've heard about it.
There's a lot of like energy that goes through it. I know that it's obviously abandoned, run down, and closed, and it's locked shut.
Mhm.
But like all the pews are messed up, like the floor's sinking in, and people have said they've gone in there, that they broke it in and stuff, and gone in there, and a lot of bad things happen when you go into there. Apparently, like, I want to go in there. I just want to sit in there for a few hours and whatnot.
I heard they used to use it for black
Ritual.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, that won't help. Like, as soon as you do anything like that there, you're just stirring up shit. And that shit just grows.
And
It almost turns into like a magnet.
Sucks it all.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't remember if it was Salem or Derry. One of the two. There's an old graveyard there.
Mm-hmm.
Might have been by Salem, going closer to Salem. We, me and who was it at the time? Oh God, I think it was me, Gary, Adam, and Sam. We all went out there, and like it was really cool. Like it's a lot of old gravestones, like all that. I like exploring graveyards, by the way, especially at night because it's fun. Went out there and like we ended up actually fucking fleeing from there because there was just like you could hear growling and stuff, but there was no animals or nothing around.
Shit.
So like we're out.
Yeah, you could probably feel the like
Oh yeah,
energy there, and you're just like, I don't feel good. We need to go.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
it didn't start until I knelt down over one gravestone because it was covered in like dirt and stuff, and I just tried to read the name, and that's it.
Fuck no.
That's crazy.
And then of course the one in Moors too. Huh?
I said I weirdly don't have any of those kind of stories. I've never gone to a graveyard at night. I very rarely go to one during the day, and it's not like a weird thing. It's just I don't.
I mean this goes all the way. This goes all the way back to the incident in Moors. If you think about it, that one was an interesting incident.
Yeah.
Went out there. I used to go ghost hunting on my birthday just because why not? It was fun. Something to do once a year. And went out to the graveyard Moors, which was a few blocks up the road from where I lived. And we're out there one night. It was me, my friend Tyler, Mom. I think there's somebody else with us. And we're sitting there, we're in the graveyard, you know, taking pictures, talking, trying to get any noises. And all of a sudden we all look over and there's this person like full flannel, like middle of like what it would have been so about just the beginning of summer. And we all know how humid New York is in summer. Full flannel, everything, like the headwear and everything. And we all look over at it, and it's just like looks over its shoulder at us and starts running. All of a sudden, you can see its light come up and it hits something, and you hear onto the ground, and it takes off running up the road. Problem is, when it went running up the road, it went through a fence.
Shit.
That's crazy.
Went back to that. We went back. We went.
Handles.
Huh?
Said, what did it hit when it ran by? Did it hit one of those like little side handles you put next to it?
No, like you looked like it. It looked like it kicked a gravestone over.
Oh wow!
And so me and my friend went back the next day. We went over to that general area, and there's no gravestone kicked over or nothing. And where it ran to, like I said, was from the ground up. It's probably fenced like that.
So good, what, 2.5, 3 feet maybe?
Yeah. And like, but where it ran through to was a tree, and like you could see it literally run up the road and disappear in the night.
What kind of ghost powers does it take to do that? Where you could actually run?
A lot. That's some serious fucking energy.
So
the oldest gravestone in there predates even the Revolutionary War, so it's literally just a stone slab.
Yeah.
Like a stone or whatnot. So like there's a lot yeah.
Fucking crazy.
You gotta remember, dude, that's upstate New York. That's a pretty damn old ass area.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. It's very true.
That's fucking nuts.
There's probably a lot of Indian burial grounds around here we still don't even know about.
That's what Las Columbus is on. And that's why it has so.
Oh no, I used to have to drive through that area to go home at night.
Going out to Array.
Yeah, I hated going out there at night. Like when I'd be going home at 12 or 1 a.m. when I got done work. I hate it because I get over that hill and I would always get like this sick feeling in my stomach, and I'm just like, oh. And wait till almost you're out of it, and then I'm just like, all right, that's okay. But there was just something about that spot at night. Always, I'd just be sitting in the car going, oh. God.
I lived there for for a good chunk of time.
It's a weird spot.
I don't recommend living there at all. Like, I'd rather live in TRC.
Have you ever met some of the people who live there?
In Las Plumas?
Yeah, they're a little weird.
I lived in Las Plumas, Josh.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Did you meet some of the other people that live there? They're all a little weird.
Yeah.
So, like I said, it's weird.
I kind of understand why her grandfather always carried a gun on him. I mean, it's not going to do much to, whatever lives out there, but still, at least he was prepared.
I mean, you really think a gun's going to take down a skinwalker? I think that's going to help.
Good try.
We're not talking about Skinwalker. You're going to get me beaten.
So I'm weird?
No, you're not weird.
But
you just fucking put me in a goddamn spot, Josh.
I didn't mean you guys. I just meant the other people. I've met some of the people who live around there. They're all a little strange. I didn't say you were strange, did I?
No, you said all, Josh. You said all.
Most. Better, most.
I never said all was strange. I just said I lived there. In my defense.
You guys are saying I'm weird.
I love you.
I mean, if the shoe fits. I mean, seriously, if the shoe fits.
You're gonna get me beaten. You're gonna get me beaten. I'll come on Wednesday's show and just be all like swollen and shit.
I would laugh.
Beaten with the shoe.
So when did you get the idea to start your show, Tom? Like, what was that about? Like, when were you like, hey, I got this idea, we should do this? And then where'd you go from there?
Oh,
I feel like it's a lot like my idea that I'm starting right now. So I feel like that's probably the same in that aspect.
Yeah, similar. Yeah, I mean, we were into the paranormal stuff, and then I was on YouTube one night, and I saw it was on YouTube. It was on something anyway, and this guy was live doing a show, and we were commenting and that and stuff, and then he was like, "Oh, do you guys want to come on and be part of the show?" I was like, "All right, then, happy days, we'll come on."
Nice.
Wait, yeah, it's like happy days, do on, and then we went on that, and then we did that for a few weeks, and then that's when I said to Amy, this was at like just before all the COVID shit started, or just after. Just like a year in or something like that, around that time anyway. And I said to Amy one night, I was like, should we make our own YouTube channel, like, and film our own stuff and do our own thing? And she said, yeah, why not? So that's when we just like, fuck it, let's do it. Yeah. I started buying kit, cameras and stuff, and filming shit, and yeah, and then we started just putting on that's what it was mainly for, was to just start capturing our own stuff and put it on the internet to be like, and I get my own evidence, then I know like this is real. I'm trying to prove to myself that this stuff's real, and that's what it's mainly for. I want to. I'm not bothered if people can say it's fake. People can say it's low shit. Crack on, but I know it's real.
Yeah,
I know what I put on there is real, and that's what I like about it. Like, I know how my devices work. I know how they set off and stuff. Do you know what I mean? So that's what it's mainly for.
Okay.
And to make and to get people more to think about it, and like, so that.
And just hearing you talk about it now, I can tell like that's like your thing, like that's like your niche. Like if that's kind of like your space you go to, like this makes me happy, which is nice.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm very much like that. So like, if I do something, I'm gonna do it to death. Like I don't just go half-assed. I'm all in, sort of thing. I'm very much like that. And I just want to. I'm obsessed with getting evidence, and I want to prove. I want to get like the best evidence I can.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like you see some of these shows where they've got like full apparitions and stuff. I want to see that shit.
Yeah, and they get like the chair that moves or the
literally.
You know, I understand that. That'd be cool to like be there to watch it happen like that.
This is it, and I'm not. That's why I'm not like. I've almost become now not afraid of it or anything. It doesn't bother me because
fear makes them stronger, anyways.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like we get stuff happen here, and I'm like, that's pretty fucking cool. I want it. I want to get on camera. As long as I get on camera.
Ow!
That's yeah. I love it, man.
Yeah. A bunch about you I did not know. See, look at that. I told you we learned something new today.
By the way, did you see the eyes staring at you, Josh?
I was gonna ask, why is Nick Cage trying to seduce me?
Because this is honestly my most favorite fucking thing ever that Kathy has gotten me.
You can see it's him just from the eyes. You don't need to see anything else. You just see his eyes.
You just know that is Nick Cage staring you down.
Yeah,
I figured I'd add it to the show this week. I've had it for years, and I mean years now.
She says, "Show the candle."
No, we're
not.
Not.
Show the candle. No, show the candle. Show the candle. Show the candle. Show the candle. I paid good money for it. Show the candle.
We are not showing the candle.
Show your dick.
I don't know what this is, but sorry, Judge.
You don't want to know, Tom?
Okay, I don't want to know.
Yeah, no, he's gonna know now because you're gonna show it, or I'm gonna sit here the entire time and say, "Show your dick."
Could you not?
Show your dick.
Oh, I hate you. You know I could just kick you out. Shut up.
Show your dick.
Ban him from the show.
Well, there goes Danny because he won't shut up.
I'll take you out for a second.
So for the fact that we spent money on it, it was supposed to be your gag gift, and you promised you'd open it on your stream. You're just going to go back on your word now?
You guys saw it in the green room. Nobody else needs to see it.
No, show your dick.
I'm sorry, JJ.
Besides, you let somebody else open it.
Yep. I hate you guys. But yet it will have a nice spot on my desk forever.
You're not going to burn it?
I mean, I might just
I mean,
so it looks less like that.
Less dicky, kind of.
I mean, what was it? One year we got you the lollipop shaped like a dick.
By the way, that was delicious. What? It was a lollipop. I'm gonna eat it. I don't fucking care.
Fair enough.
I like candy sometimes.
We at least get one gag gift for Christmas every year.
Yeah.
I think this is the worst one yet. I think this is the worst.
Why? It's got a fairy riding it.
That doesn't make it better. It doesn't make it better.
Yeah, it
makes it so much better. You could be the fairy, Josh.
Oh, you ginger.
See, this is what he created, by the way, or helped like raise and create. Is this type of monstrosity?
So you're younger than JJ then?
Yes.
Right,
yeah. Right. Okay. Is it just? Are you two the only brothers? Have you got any other siblings?
I mean, we're the only two that were raised together. He's got siblings on his dad's side. I got siblings on my dad's side. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Fair enough. What was Catherine on about? You wouldn't let you buy.
Won't let me buy.
She says. She says your brother wouldn't let me buy them. I have worse, but she says that your brother won't let me buy them. Is it more dick?
Oh, yeah, I figured it out. I finally figured out how to pull up comments for myself.
Oh, look at that. Good on you. You're smart, finally.
I thought you could see them all.
Hey, I don't, honestly. Yeah, no, she wanted to buy you worse stuff.
Well,
we found this one.
No.
It was about 15 inches long.
No.
Kind of rubbery. It was a snake toy. It was a snake in the grass.
I hate you so much sometimes.
It's your fault for me.
Don't blame this on me. I didn't create the rest of this. I just helped plant the seed. The tree grew on its own.
The tree grew on its own.
Is your paranormal investigations just in the outside, or do they go into the realms of dreams? Ha!
Ooh.
That's a good question. That's a very good
That actually is really good.
So you mean like, do
I'm
we
excited after you
investigate
did that comments.
other realms and dreams? Is that what you mean? Like, do we investigate things like that? Yeah, okay, I get what you mean. So yeah, the stuff we put on, obviously on our channel is that, but I do. So I suppose you could call it. I astral project when I sleep, which is basically so you can go into other realms, I suppose, if you call it that, when you're sleeping. It's like a heightened. Do you think how it goes? Oh, okay, I get what you mean. Do you think it goes into... Yeah, definitely. So
Yeah, no, it can affect your sleep.
So when you're sleeping, you'll get like certain dreams that feel a little bit too real, or you'll get things happened, and especially so if you can smell something in your dream, or taste something, or feel something, that's usually an of a spirit affecting you while you're asleep. Because while you're sleeping and you're in that dream state, that is literally your mind is on that barrier between our world and their world. And that's the easiest time for a spirit to communicate with you. Like, that's ideal for them because you're neither technically dead or alive. You're like in that, your mind is in that middle ground. And when you're dreaming,
pretty much your consciousness goes into an unconscious state, which allows you to be able to be more communicable with.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. And yeah, I do that a lot. Like, I have a lot of things that happen in my dreams. I've had sleep paralysis 3 times. Amy's had it 4 or 5. I get
5
things,
seconds, guys.
no, yeah. I get things at night where I'll wake up at night and I see things, or yeah. So yeah, definitely. It definitely crosses those boundaries.
That would freak me out if I woke up and I couldn't move. I would instantly freak out. I'm like,
yeah,
it's like the worst way to wake up. Just be like, the fuck? Wait, what?
I tell you, the worst one I had was again back when I was in that freaking place in Cottesmore and that camp. That place was bad. Like it did get to the point where it was. I had an attachment, and it took me a good year of not living there and not being there to shake it off. But he still comes around sometimes. But yeah, so I was asleep in that room, and so I used to get up about 5:30 or something, and it must have been about 4 a.m. or something. And I wake up on my side with my back to the door, and it's weird because I wasn't like completely paralyzed. So I turned over and I looked at the door, but that's when I got paralyzed because I heard someone knocking on the door, and I thought it was one of the staff. Like, I was late to work, like, where the fuck are you, kind of thing. So, and she was saying, Tommy, you in there or something? She was saying something like that anyway. And the door opens then, and that's when I'm paralyzed looking at this door, and I see this lady who I used to work with walk in, but as she came in and then looked at me, she turned into the black mass. Then it came towards my bed, and as it came towards my bed, I almost like kind of turned over again, but I didn't have control of it. I turned on my back, and then she was. It's gonna sound really weird, but she was like punching me up and down my back, but not in the way of trying to hurt me.
Like a massage.
Yeah, almost like that. And that kind of, when it did that, I stopped being scared. And I just went back to sleep, and that was it. It was weird. Like that was crazy. That shit. Yeah. I found that I believe you came to me in a dream and told me I wake up in a dream. Yeah. But yeah, I get that a lot. Same thing from my mum. So about a month after she passed, she did the same thing to me. That is them telling you that they're okay, sort of thing. That's what they do. And I'll still get it from time to time, and I do cry uncontrollably in my dreams, and I wake up crying. And that is them communicating with you. It's their best way, which is nice. It's their way of just talking to you again. Oh.
I've had that a few times with our grandfather, and it's always
Yeah.
like, and it's always the same dream, but whatever we discuss is never the same. But it's always back where they lived, but we're walking around his garden,
garden, all that.
So that's always where I'm at with him. Like when he comes to me in my dreams, we're always walking around in there.
Huh.
And when
nice.
I wake up that next morning, I can tell I was crying in my sleep because my pillowcase is soaked.
Yeah. That's
so
it.
Like I don't even
Usually
wake up, I'm crying while it's going on.
Yeah.
Usually with me, when he does come to my dreams, it's always the garden.
Yep.
Always. Because that was mine. That was one place that was mine and his favorite was the garden.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's his place where he is like spent most of his time as well, or is like is it?
He
like,
did spend a lot of time. He had that garden amazing.
There you go. So that's why he does it, because then
That's why watching that garden die was kind of like I knew that was it.
Yeah, shame. No, it's good.
Not trying to make you cry, Josh.
Yeah, it's good though that he comes to you. Probably get to. Yeah.
Oh,
there you go. Oh, bless you. Yeah, it's good. But when you cry in those dreams, it's sad. Of course, it's sad.
Yeah.
But it's
also a good thing.
You just get exactly. You're just getting rid of some emotion because it's not nice. People go and it's just because you miss them. That's all. But they're okay. They're just telling you that I'm all right. And it's in a way it's like a little, almost like tears of like happiness that you're seeing them again and speaking to them again.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think the worst part about those dreams is when you wake up knowing that person's not going to be there, where you can just grab your phone and be like, oh my God, I just had this dream about you.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's the part that sucks the most, because you know you can't talk to them about it.
Yeah. That's what really fucking frustrates me. And I talked to Kerry about this.
Like, Cassie's comment.
Leave when she's sleeping at grandparents' house in the crib.
My middle daughter was just born. We stayed with her grandparents out in Las Palomas. And I could hear Lee, like, kind of, you said she would have been like a few days old, but she was trying to make noise and stuff. That was all. I got up because the rooms were literally right next to each other. So I got up, I came out, went around and stopped. And there was Gampy.
Now I'm
like,
looked at her, looked at me, went, "You got it, Dano," and just left.
No.
They'll do that as well. So when you have kids and that they want to see them, and then the kids, the babies will see them like it's plain as day, but they don't understand yet. So to them, it's nothing. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like I know he's visited Ariel too. Not too long after she was born.
That's pretty cool.
It's amazing how it works.
It's the residual energy that they have pressed onto you allows them to reattach to you to do things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's still about. They're always about.
So he's gotten to see all of his great grandkids for me, at least.
There you go. And they will. Oh, excuse me.
That's what I just said. I burped.
I keep doing this because I keep yawning because, I work overnights, Josh.
Oh, you do a lot of night shifts?
I do all graveyards.
Shit. Yeah, they're not
I'm
nice.
doing graveyards for like the next few days. Actually, I don't.
Yeah.
I've been doing it for over a year.
But that's what work's starting to look like because we can't keep an overnight person. So I'm like, I'll do it. Not that I want to do it, but they'll leave me the fuck alone for 8 hours. I'll take 8 hours.
That is the only thing.
That's why I love graveyard.
And I'm like,
Yeah,
everybody else go home. Just leave me alone.
you do.
That is why I like graveyard, because when it's dead, I can just sit there and be like, okay, all my stuff's done. I'm just gonna read stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
I get my stuff done so that way I can do whatever.
Video steps. Okay, I'm saying that was so amazing. Nothing. What was it? No, I was laughing. Straight for it.
Oh,
That's crazy.
There you go. Yeah,
Huh.
it's crazy how things happen. Yeah, it's freaking nuts.
I've got a weird one for you. You guys ever had that thought of someone you love who's passed on, and they pop in your head? It's like some random memory or whatnot, and then it's like whatever music is on starts playing a song they liked or loved, and you're just like,
Yeah.
how the fuck did that just happen? Like
It's
I've had
connection.
that a few times at work. Like we'll just have something on. And
actually, no, I have not.
So do you?
I'm like, wait a minute, what?
Do you
So
get?
I've actually not.
Do you get the thought before the music?
Yeah.
So that's your. If you speak to Kerry, she'll tell you more about it. That's your.
It's more like a psychic power.
Yeah.
Clairvoyance.
Yeah. You're basically tapping into that psychic power. That.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm a psychic. Yeah.
See, I know a bit of stuff, Josh. I know a bit of stuff, Josh.
Yeah, everybody is psychic to some degree. It's just more people are stronger than others. Some people never even realize it.
Going on the psychic thing, I know one day it was more. I don't know if it wasn't really psychic. It was more like clairvoyant style stuff. I kept having a dream about a white dog, something bad happening, but every time I'd escape.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I got the message from Will about him Mike having cancer.
Oh wow!
And when he finally found out and told me that he didn't have it and stuff, thankfully, it pretty much made more sense because like the white dog was the fact that somebody I cared about was getting attacked pretty much by that, and then me escaping it was the fact that he didn't have it in the end.
Oh, nice. That's crazy.
Like dreams are a very powerful thing too.
Oh yeah, massively. You gotta be careful as well, because like you can very easily get attachments in your dreams, and you get things.
Well,
I
don't normally have good dreams,
yeah.
anyways. But normally I don't even remember them or function enough to remember them. So
yeah, I haven't remembered a dream in a while.
See, I can control my dreams.
Stands out for my main.
lucid dreaming.
Yeah. So it'll be a dream will start, and then once it starts, I can then change it or do stuff in it that I want to do, and I'll get like the same dream happen, and then I know what's gonna happen, and I'll change it to something else. Yeah, sleep paralysis 3 times.
I have yet not had that, and do not want that.
I've had it a couple times. It's not fun.
No, I don't.
We get a lot because of our dolls. We collect haunted dolls, and Amy gets there's a doll here that doesn't like Amy, and has given it Amy 4 times.
I don't like dolls.
Well,
yeah, they're up there.
Yeah, and they're the dolls.
Dude, no.
That's why I didn't say anything. I'm like, wait, let him look at the glory.
Yeah, when we're downstairs, so my living room is directly below me, and we can hear footsteps coming from this room into our bedroom and back when we're downstairs. From them guys. But honestly, if you was here and I didn't tell you they were here, you wouldn't even know.
Yeah, now I know. Now I'm not looking at the camera.
T-shirt babies. You make me show the candle. You deserve this. You deserve that.
Fair enough.
Have you just got like a phobia of dolls, or is it haunted dolls, or?
It's just fear. It's just a fear of dolls in general.
Him as a kid with one of those T-shirt babies, and it like scarred him for life. Like he'd be sound asleep and he'd just launch it across the room, T-shirt baby, and the first thing he'd see is this baby sitting on his chest, and he'd just start screaming. So I don't blame him. I freaked the fuck out too.
So you've given him
one of the last times he ever realized that he probably shouldn't. One of the last times he ever realized he probably shouldn't do that to me anymore. As I was sitting there, I was playing a game, and he's like hiding behind the couch, and he comes up slowly with it and just cranks its head quick. Fucking makes me jump out of my skin. Like literally, I just run out the door. That's it.
Yeah, you did it to poor Hannah when she was 2.
I didn't mean to. I was trying to play with her.
He did it to Hannah. We went downstairs. All you hear is a thud, and the baby dolls crossed the room.
I went in there. I was trying to get her to calm down. I was playing with the doll with her and stuff, and then I went crank, and the head went around completely. I was all, oh fuck, and I just ran out the room. So I left my poor daughter in there, horrified, with a baby's head that's backwards.
Oh my god!
Las Vegas trip when you were telling me with Will.
It wasn't Las Vegas. It was Solvang.
Bless her.
We went to this little Dutch style town in California.
Oh,
it's called Solvang.
Oh, I love this store.
It's called Solvang. I went into this store with, I'm going to say, my adopted brother, Chris. And we're looking around and stuff, and all of a sudden he's like, Danny, don't come back here. I walk back there, and it's just a wall, like full wall of porcelain dolls. And he's like, from how he told me, because I just looked at it, like froze for a second, and he's like, next thing I know, you were across the street outside. Like, I didn't even give it a thought. I was out and across the road. That was it.
Holy shit. Yeah,
like, I have a bad fear of dolls.
Yeah, you don't want to be here then.
Dolls
like, haunted dolls I'm actually kind of okay with because they have at least a reason to be creepy.
I want one. I want to put one on the desk. I keep trying to tell Tom, send me one. I'll put on the desk.
I've got a couple in the garage. I might. Yeah, there's some that we're getting rid of. I might send you one of them, actually.
It could be my friend. She can just hang out right here. Or who's ever in the doll, can just hang out here on my desk.
Oh, by the way, one of the comments that my wife said earlier, where was it, is, don't listen to the crying out in Las Palomas. Stay inside.
What's that?
That, La Llorona from...
It could be La Llorona, or it could be even the witch that lives out there. Because when I first started staying with her, when we first pretty much got together, I was sitting in the camper with her one night. I was about to go out and smoke a cigarette, and I could hear her crying. I'm all, that sounds like a baby. And she's like, don't go outside. I'm like, why? She's like, don't go outside. Next thing you know, it started changing the noise. Started getting angry sounding, and then you could tell it wasn't a baby. Pretty much what it is, it tries to lure you outside to help a baby, and it either hurts you, or it tries to steal the child that you have inside the house.
Shit. You guys have some fucked up shit in your country. I'm sorry, but like, we don't get this shit over here. Nothing.
Don't even get shit like that back on the East Coast.
The desert is a weird little spot.
I mean, you got to remember, New Mexico is pretty much a giant Indian burial ground as it is.
Yeah.
And it's been nuked how many times?
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't help.
Yeah, like...
It's probably why I'm a little mentally fried from living here. But, background radiation, that's all.
Maybe you'll grow a third hand out your back.
Yeah.
Do like one extra thing every day.
Hey, that means I can do extra stuff.
That's all you're
saying. Get most of them.
Give myself a reach around.
Why? Why do you have to be so you all the time?
Is it better not to be myself than to be somebody else?
I suppose so. I suppose. But since we're still on the paranormal thing, has anybody had anything recently happen to them that was like, whoa, that's a little weird?
Yeah. Actually, outside here, maybe a month ago, if that. I'm outside smoking. I hear movement. So I come out of my yard. I look over towards the trees, which would be, we're looking at the house this way, would still be that way either way. And I'm like looking, there's this like little, it like wasn't very tall thing. And I'm just all looking at it. And all you could see was a white face and something long and black on the head. And I'm all flipped out. I was like, "You're not human." I fucking threw out the cigarette and everything, just ran back into the house. I was like, "Fuck this, I'm out."
That's crazy.
No, I haven't had anything recently, to be fair. It's been quite quiet.
I actually had something the other day, and it was really fucking weird. Like, it weirded me out. So, it's been dumb cold here and snowing the last few days. So, I've been getting rides to work. So, I'm outside trying to wait for my ride. And where I live, the road is out this way. And so, there's like trees behind the other side of the road. So, I'm standing there waiting for my ride. I saw something that had like a back that was almost S-shaped and kind of weirdly, and it walked to a tree, and there was nothing that came out the other side.
It was like it went into a tree.
Wait, where the fuck did it go? Like, I kept trying to like lean.
That sounds like a cryptid.
Like past the tree to like see it, but I didn't see anything else. I'm like, no, because it was, I want to say at least 4 feet tall, because I could like distinctly see it in the morning. I'm like, the fuck? I thought it was a deer at first, but the way it walked is like, no, that's not a deer. What is that? But then when it went behind the tree, it just vanished. It never came out the other side. And this tree is probably only about this big. It's not like one of those big ass trees where it could have went left instead, but it's like a small ass little tree. I'm like, the fuck did I just see?
That's fucked up.
I mean,
I was standing outside going, "Where's my ride? Where's my ride? Where's my ride? I'm about to die. I'm about to die."
Fucking hell, dude.
what was?
But I did say that Hefty would be here, and I'm sorry I did lie to everyone. Hefty is not here because he's out celebrating his mom's birthday tonight, and tomorrow is his birthday. So very shout out to for Hefty's birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, happy mom.
We love you, Hefty.
Hope you guys have a great 2 days together, and we will see you next Sunday, buddy. Anybody got anything else they want to share? We got like.
I mean, it wasn't recent, but it's been the past couple of years since we've lived in this trailer. The one right next door, one night we like.
What was that, Tom?
My computer's doing something really weird. Can you still see me?
Yeah, but what with all the lights?
I missed something.
Yeah, that. What is that?
I'm not touching. My hands are here. What the fuck are you doing? Like, wait, you guys can't like keep going. Like the screen keeps on like a black thing keeps going across the screen like that, like constantly.
Huh?
Have I pressed? I should have pressed. Oh shit.
No, your light keeps kind of like blinking.
Yeah, that's why I was like, "What is going on?" Because your lights flash a little bit.
Like, I'm watching it on the back wall, the white one, and you can see it doing like kind of like that.
So there's a light over there that's I've got on in the corner. You can't really see it, but there's a light over there. That maybe it's went off right. I mean, there is actually a doll here that does mess with technology, so it's probably her. To be fair. Anyway, sorry. Yeah.
No, that's fine. Like even no, you're good. There's a trailer right.
Yeah, probably.
Piss the dolls off.
Yeah.
There's a trailer right next door to ours. One night, we were in the living room, and I stopped, and my wife stops. We both look over, and you can see in the window just this black figure. Nobody was in it.
Oh shit!
And it's just like we're staring at her, like my wife immediately is like, "That's not a good feeling from that one." And I was like, it felt really not right on that one.
Usually your first instinct's your right one.
And I haven't seen it recently because we keep that window kind of covered now.
I don't blame you. I don't think I'd want to see that more than once.
We also used to have one that ran around this house. It had to be a child because it always play with the cats or the girls. It hasn't been around in a while though.
You got some crazy shit there, man. Like fucking hell.
You got some great shit out in the desert, yo.
The Skinwalker incident.
Yeah, there's that.
That one's not a pleasant one.
Well, we got time for one last one from you both. How about this? What do you think is going to happen when someone can finally prove that ghost and residual energy and all that is real, that there's something there? What do you think?
Human brains are gonna melt.
Yeah. I don't think. Yeah.
That's like the obvious answer. I figure I'd get, a more smarter, constructed answer.
What?
I
Okay,
think
well,
we already have proven it, but we just
don't accept it.
yeah.
Basically the same thing as aliens. We've proven they're there. We just
there.
no, they're not real. They're still
not. There's almost, and especially with paranormal, there's only so much proof you're going to get because it is a different realm. You're not, unless we develop some sort of technology where we can see these realms, which I highly doubt it.
Yeah,
I do think it's never going to get that far.
I can't breathe with that going, right?
Too bad. You keep saying it.
What, Skinwalker?
I see staging.
Ow! Skinwalker!
You're going to get your ass kicked. Just answer Tara's comment before we go. What kind of device you have and what kind of the best to locate paranormal? You can literally, so the cheapest thing you can get is a thing called a cat ball. It's literally
the cat ball.
You search cat ball on Amazon.
It works.
Yeah, it's literally like a little ball that cats use. It's for all cats that they mess around with and it lights up. That is one of the cheapest things you can do. You actually put it on. We put them on the back here, and you ask.
Yeah, you put them on the floor and the ghost will easily stack them or whatnot.
Yeah, that's choose. Or I mean, and then I've got things like this. That spirits can use. They can touch different sides to say different things. There's all sorts of things you can do, but literally just keep it as cheap as possible. You don't need expensive things. You can use your.
You can use your phone too.
Yeah, EVPs on your phone. You can ask your, put your recorder going and ask questions, and you might get voices on your recorder. Yeah, you don't really need expensive kit. Although you do end up buying expensive kit like I do. Because
why yourself ghost hunters. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I'd love to get. Be able to.
Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure, honestly. And Danny, it's a pleasure meeting you, bro.
No, I'd love to be able to have a chance to go out more and do it.
Right.
But
we will wrap this up for the night because it is Sunday. I actually don't have to work tomorrow, so I'm gonna go watch some football because it's the end of the playoffs.
I gotta go to work tonight.
I'm gonna watch the end of that as well, actually, JJ. Good shout.
Nice. All right, I will see you guys in the chats because I talked to both of you in 2 different chats, but whatever. But I will see you guys later. Everybody have a good night.
No worries, sir.
Thanks for being here.
Love you all.
Later.
Really got to get a new ending for this. I really do.